The year was 2007. Apple, a company known for its sleek computers, unveiled a device that would change everything. The iPhone. This wasn't just a phone. It was a revolution. The iPhone 2G, with its touchscreen and intuitive interface, was unlike anything the world had ever seen. It was a phone, an iPod, and an internet communicator all in one. The iPhone 2G wasn't perfect. It lacked 3G connectivity and had a limited app selection. But it was a glimpse into the future, a future where phones were no longer just for calls. They were powerful computers in your pocket. The iPhone 2G was a bold statement. It marked the beginning of the smartphone era as we know it. The world took notice. People lined up for hours to get their hands on this revolutionary device. The iPhone 2G wasn't just a product. It was a cultural phenomenon. It changed how we communicate, consume information, and interact with the world around us. The iPhone 2G was a game changer. Apple didn't rest on its laurels. In 2008, they released the iPhone 3G. This new model addressed the biggest shortcomings of its predecessor. It introduced 3G connectivity for faster internet speeds. It also brought with it the App Store. The App Store was a game changer. It opened up a world of possibilities for developers and users alike. Developers could now create and distribute their own apps directly to iPhone users. This led to an explosion of creativity. Suddenly, there were apps for everything: games, productivity tools, social media, and more. The iPhone 3G, with its improved connectivity and the App Store, solidified Apple's position as a leader in the smartphone market. It wasn't just about the hardware anymore, it was about the software and the ecosystem that Apple was building around it. The iPhone was becoming more than just a phone. It was becoming an indispensable part of people's lives. The impact of the App Store was immense. It created a whole new industry, providing opportunities for developers and entrepreneurs worldwide. It also fundamentally changed how we interact with our phones. We were no longer limited to the pre-installed apps. We had a whole world of apps at our fingertips. The iPhone 3G and the App Store marked a turning point in the evolution of the smartphone. In 2010, Apple released the iPhone 4. This model was a significant upgrade in terms of both design and features. It introduced the iconic flat-edge design that would become synonymous with the iPhone for years to come. The iPhone 4 also boasted a higher resolution Retina display. This made everything on the screen look sharper and more vibrant. But the innovation didn't stop there. The iPhone 4 also introduced FaceTime. This video calling feature allowed users to see and talk to each other in real time. FaceTime was a game changer for communication, making it more personal and engaging. The iPhone 4 wasn't just an incremental upgrade, it was another leap forward. The iPhone 4 was a massive success for Apple. It solidified their position as the leader in the smartphone market. The phone's sleek design, stunning display, and innovative features set a new standard for the industry. The iPhone 4 wasn't just a phone, it was a status symbol. The iPhone 4's impact went beyond its sales figures. It pushed the boundaries of what a smartphone could be. It showed the world that smartphones could be beautiful, powerful, and incredibly versatile. The iPhone 4 wasn't just a phone, it was a device that could enhance our lives in countless ways. Section 4. Siri speaks volumes. iPhone 4S. Apple continued its momentum with the iPhone 4S in 2011. While it looked identical to its predecessor, the iPhone 4S introduced a groundbreaking feature: Siri. Siri was Apple's voice assistant capable of understanding natural language commands. You could ask Siri to set reminders, send texts, make calls, and more, all with just your voice. Siri was a revelation. It marked the beginning of a new era of voice-controlled computing. No longer were we limited to typing on a small screen. We could now interact with our phones in a more natural and intuitive way. Siri was a glimpse into the future of human-computer interaction. The iPhone 4S with Siri pushed the boundaries of what a smartphone could do. It demonstrated the power of artificial intelligence and its potential to simplify our lives. The iPhone 4S wasn't just a phone, it was a personal assistant in your pocket. The introduction of Siri had a profound impact on the tech industry. It sparked a race among tech giants to develop their own voice assistants. Today, voice assistants are ubiquitous, integrated into our phones, speakers, cars, and more. The iPhone 4S and Siri played a pivotal role in making this a reality. Section 5. Bigger is better, iPhone 5 and 5S. In 2012, Apple broke with tradition and released the iPhone 5. For the first time, the iPhone sported a larger screen. The 4-inch display provided more screen real estate for apps and content. The iPhone 5 also introduced a faster A6 processor and LTE connectivity. The following year, Apple released the iPhone 5S. This model retained the design of the iPhone 5 but introduced several new features, including the Touch ID fingerprint sensor. This allowed users to unlock their phones and authenticate payments securely with just their fingerprint. The iPhone 5 and 5S were significant upgrades. The larger screen size enhanced the user experience, while the introduction of Touch ID revolutionized smartphone security. These models cemented Apple's position as a trendsetter in the industry. The impact of these models was twofold. The larger screen size became the new norm, with competitors quickly following suit. Touch ID, on the other hand, set a new standard for smartphone security, paving the way for biometric authentication methods that are now commonplace.